Today, once again, we are gathered here to learn to meditate. To know what is the meditation. Meditation is such a wonderful technique to realize ourselves, to know who we are. Often we think that we know that you know yourself. In a conventional level, we think we know, but in the ultimate level, we are unable to see things clearly. As a result, we are facing different miseries, facing different doubts and questions. The meditation teaches us to know who we are as we are, rather than as we want it to be. Our life facing different miseries, different suffering since we're born. We like to be born, but we don't like to be died. We don't want to die, but we want to born. But this is a nature that when there is something arises, it is bound to change and it is bound to fade away and dissolve. So does our body. In order to see clearly the way how it is arising, staying and dissolve, we have to see things clearly from experiential level. So to know that experiential level understanding of the nature of ourselves, we have to see things clearly through our mindfulness, through our mind. As we know, mind goes first. Mind is the forerunner. Mind is the chief. Whatever we think, whatever we say, whatever we do with this mind, if we are dealing with it with unwholesome, the effect, the result will be affecting us as the will of the card following us. Therefore, we know that the mind goes first, mind is the chief, and whatever we are doing, mind is the conductor. We have to be careful with what we do, what we say, what we think. Because of lack of awareness within ourselves, we call the sati in a Buddhist terminology, or the mindfulness. Lack of mindfulness, we act, or we say, or we think unskillfully. And whatever things comes to the senses, when we see things, when we hear sounds, when we taste something, when we smell something, or when we touch something, or even the thoughts arises, we tend to cling on it. We tend to generate. We tend to multiply, we tend to grasp, we tend to neglect, depending on our perception towards those feelings, sensations, whatever objects arises. But in fact, the feelings, when there is arising, this is bound to change and fades away. So to see that, we need a sharper mind to cut it before it clings on, before we attach on it, before it generates, called the existence. We have to have a sharp mind. Therefore, to have a sharp mind, first of all, we need one object where our mind will sticking on it all the time. being a one-pointedness, concentrating on the particular object. In this case, you may use breath, or when breathing in, our abdomen rises, and when breath out, abdomen falls. So these two places are the natural phenomena which is arising and fading away all the time. These two places, and that's with us all the time. We don't need any outside objects for the meditation as a meditation subject. Our mind can establish awareness. These two places as a meditation subject. Therefore, we are using this rising and falling of abdomen here as a primary object where we will establish our mindfulness, where we will bring our scattered mind into the one-pointedness. As we know, our mind won't stay without any object, so we're using this rising and falling of abdomen as our primary object, where our mind will play on, where our mind will try to establishing mindfulness and being a concentrate on it, establishing mindfulness. So, when breath in, our abdomen rises, notice it as rising. When breath out, abdomen falls, notice it as falling. Nothing else. Just pay our attention with this rising and falling of abdomen. When it rises, rising. When it falls, falling. Do not hold on the process, and do not generate the process. Let it flow naturally, normally. So in order to establish that, first of all, therefore, we have to relax our whole physical body from top to bottom. Sit in a comfortable position and relax. Make sure your back is upright. Whatever responsibility you have, just leave for a while. The job or the family, whatever, just leave aside. Try to be free from all the miseries, free from all the worries and tensions. And observe your body from top to bottom. If your mind already established in this rising and falling of abdomen, you can go straight to notice this rising and falling of abdomen. Otherwise, you can scan your whole physical body from top to bottom. So that's starting from the head, forehead, face, the shoulders, our right hand, our left hand, our body, leg. Gradually, closely looking at it. Persistently scanning from top to bottom. Deep understanding, slow moving. Easily looking at it. Normally looking at it. And realizing the physical body. And relax. Once you have realized throughout the body, you may feel the relaxation. You can feel the sensation throughout your body. And gradually bring your attention to this rising and falling of abdomen. When breath in, abdomen rises. Notice it as rising. When breath out, abdomen falls. Notice it as falling. Rising, falling. rising, falling. Try to be aware of this rising and falling of abdomen as it happens, rather than as we want it to happen. Just mere attention, noticing as it happens. Rising, falling. So the observation of this rising and falling of abdomen is the initial stage that we are trying to combine our mind with the body, uniting our body and the mind. And gradually, once our mind establishes in this body, we will be able to see the sensation throughout the body. Pleasant sensation, unpleasant sensations, the way how pleasant sensation generates, the way how pleasant sensation stays with us, and the way how we cling on it, the way how we attach to the sensation. Meanwhile, we will be able to see the unpleasant sensation, the way we don't want it to happen, the way we want to push it away, and unable to do it. Meanwhile, during these sensations arises the activities. We will be able to see how our mind generating negativities or generating clinging on it. Greed, hatred, delusion, or passion, we will be able to see that. And meanwhile, the more our mind establishes in this rising and falling of abdomen, we will be able to see things clearly, the way these sensations arising, staying, fades away, or the way our mind multiplying or grasping or generating on these feelings, greed, hatred, delusion, on top of the feelings. We will be able to realize as it happens. So these 4 stages of our mind, we will be seeing it clearly through the experiential level, through our own practical level, realizing from our own practice. This is the purpose of learning to do meditation. Once we know these phenomena of rising, staying and fading away, disintegrating and dissolving, and we will be able to shut out, or we will be able to deal with our day-to-day life that we are facing with the things and miseries. However, therefore, we have to establish our mind in this primary object to be one-pointedness, being aware and being mindful of this rising and falling of abdomen, the way it is rising and the way it is falling, rising, falling. Our only job is to establish our mindfulness in this rising and falling of abdomen, nothing else. This is the initial application, rising, falling. walking meditation is to balance our awareness, balance our sitting in position. It's also balance our senses. As we know, walking meditation, it involves standing position, walking position, and turning position. It has got a few levels of walking meditation. The key point of walking meditation is to be slow and noticing the movements of our foot. So far we have learned 2 levels of walking meditation. Today we are going to do first level of walking meditation briefly, and then second briefly, and we'll learn the third level of walking meditation. But however, whenever we are going to start the walking meditation, we have to start from the standing position, knowing the way we are standing. Similar to the looking at the mirror, we are using our mind as a mirror to look at our standing position and being contemplative or being aware of our standing position by mentally noticing as standing, standing, standing. And the first level of walking meditation is right goes, left goes, right goes, left goes. And we are turning 3 pairs of 6 moves. And the second level of walking meditation is lifting, placing, lifting, placing. However, when we do the second level of walking meditation, we have to initiate ourselves. That's intending to walk, or letting our mind know that we are doing the second level of walking meditation, or just making our mind slower than the habitual pattern of rushing all the time. And the third level of walking meditation is again starting from standing, intending, and then lifting, moving, placing. So we'll start from the first walking meditation. So first of all, observe your standing position. Feel the vibration throughout your body. Feel the sensation in your body. Standing, standing, standing. Let's start walking meditation, level number 1. Right goes, left goes, right goes, left goes, right goes, left goes, right goes. Last step, left goes. Standing. Feel the sensation throughout your body. Standing. Feel the sensation throughout your body. Turning, 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 turning. Observe your standing position. Feel the vibration throughout your body. Standing, standing, standing. Start walking. Right goes. Left goes. Practice on your own. Last step. Observe the standing position. Turning. Observe the standing position. Initiate yourself to do the second level of walking meditation. That's intending to walk, intending to walk, intending to walk. So first of all, observe the standing position. Standing, standing, standing. Intending to walk, intending to walk, intending to walk. Start walking in the second level of walking meditation. Lifting, placing, lifting, placing, lifting, placing, lifting, placing, lifting, placing, lifting, placing, lifting, placing. Last step. Lifting, placing. Observe the standing position. Standing, standing, standing. Intending to turn, intending to turn, intending to turn, turning, 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 turning. Observe the standing position. Standing, standing, standing. Intending to walk, intending to walk, intending to walk. Start walking, lifting, placing, lifting, placing. Practice on your own. Lifting, placing. Last step. Lifting, placing. Observe the standing position. Turning. Observe the standing position. Initiate yourself to walk. Start walking, second level walking meditation again. Lifting, placing, lifting, placing. Practice on your own. Initiate turning. Observe the standing position. Initiate yourself. Start walking, lifting, placing, lifting, placing. Continue practicing. Observe standing. Initiate turning. Turning. Now we will do the third level of walking meditation. That's again involved with the standing position, initiating position, and the walking. In the walking meditation, we are doing the lifting, moving, placing. So when we are lifting our foot, we are being aware of the lifting position. When moving our foot forward, we are being aware of the moving forward, and placing, the way when we are placing our foot on the floor. So let's start with the standing position. Standing, 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 standing. Intending to walk, intending to walk, intending to walk. Start walking, lifting, moving, placing, 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 lifting, moving, placing. Last step. Lifting, moving, placing. Standing, standing, standing. Intending to turn, intending to turn, intending to turn. Turning, 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 turning. Standing, standing, standing. Intending to walk, intending to walk, intending to walk. Start walking, lifting, moving, placing, 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 lifting, moving, placing. Last step. Lifting, moving, placing. Standing, standing, standing. Intending to turn, intending to turn, intending to turn. Turning, 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 turning. Standing, standing, standing. Now we will do the sitting meditation. Initiate yourself intending to sit, and gradually, slowly go towards your cushion.
Ooh, that was good.
We will sit one more few minutes and then we'll come to discussion. Okay. Okay. Once again, sit in a comfortable position. Bring your attention to the abdomen. Feel the rhythm of movement of this rising and falling of abdomen. When it rises, notice it as rising. When it falls, notice it as falling. Rising, falling. Rising, falling. combination between sitting and walking meditation help us to balance our confidence with the wisdom, our effort to the contemplation that improves our mindfulness. And particularly when we are doing a walking meditation, most of our senses are open. As a result, we have to use a lot of energy to focus on our movement. And because of a lot of energy that we have already invested on this walking meditation, we come to sit to meditation, do the sitting meditation, we will be more focused, our mind more unites, our mind will feel more tranquil. Although it has got a nature of going far and wide, because of our energy, because of our effort that we are trying to keep it in a limited place, it comes to the primary object easily. So that's why now it's time to contemplate more calmly, peacefully in this rising and falling of abdomen in order to establish our mindfulness. Rising, falling. Rising, falling. In the practice of meditation, in particular to insight meditation, having a confidence in practice is not good enough. We have to have a wisdom to see things clearly as it happens. Meanwhile, just putting an effort is not good enough if we don't know how to calm our mind, and if we don't know how to concentrate on the primary object, which will not help us to bringing one mind back to the one-pointedness. So we have to be very careful of the way we are watching, the way we are observing the primary object, which goes in between balancing our effort and the contemplation should be in balance. Meanwhile, if our contemplation is good enough but our effort is not enough, that again will leads to the drowsiness. Therefore, the confidence should go along with the wisdom, effort should go along with the contemplation, which will help to bring the more awareness, more mindfulness. So therefore, we have to be very careful with the way we are observing this rising and falling of abdomen, which is our primary object, where we will start to establish our mindfulness. So therefore, doing a walking meditation will help us in this sitting meditation in order to understand things clearly as it happens and as it occurs, to see things as they truly are rather than as we want it to be. So we are providing this rising and falling of abdomen to the mind, which hasn't got a form, taste or any shapes, in order to provide it a facility, or we are just facilitating it in order to bring it back to the primary object, to find the peace, tranquility and serenity of our mind. When breath in, abdomen rises, notice it as rising. When breath out, abdomen falls, notice it as falling. Rising, falling. rising, falling. Now bring your attention to your hands. Feel the sensation in your hand. Feel the vibration in your hand. And gently bring your attention to the beating heart. Feel the rhythm of your beating heart. Feel the sensation. And create love and compassion. Love and compassion that you want you to be happy, that you want to be peace, that you want to be free from any kind of suffering, mentally and physically. Bring the positive feeling of love and compassion. And tell yourself, may I be happy. Telling may I be happy is not just a word, but from the bottom of your heart that you really wanted you to be happy. Feel the sensation, the love and compassion that you are providing for yourself. Feel the vibration that you want you to be happy. You can feel that love and compassion throughout your body. May I be peace. Feel the vibration. May I be free from any kind of sufferings, bodily, mentally. You can feel the free from suffering. Meanwhile, we are doing a sharing of loving kindness to all sentient beings, starting from the near dear ones. Think of your lovely ones, dear ones, family members, friends, relatives, and all other sentient beings. Feel the sensation of love and compassion. Feel the vibration that you want to share with them. May they be happy. Again, feel the sensation that you really want them to be happy. May they be peace. May they be free from suffering. May they be free from all kinds of suffering, bodily and mentally. Feel the sensation throughout the body. Now bring your attention to your eyes and gently open your eyes.